The most notorious gang at the time was Kyumo. They were the greatest threat to the peace of Taeyong City. When Taeyong City's security situation reached a breaking point. But he was surprised to suddenly hear the Kyumo gang wipe out. They had all lost to one person. Then the man disappeared without a trace, to honor his action, based on the school. He was given the name Myongwang. Since Myongwang got the title as the strongest fighter in the region, many students idolize and fear him. Until finally a student named Kang Yukwon took the title. Myongwang lost the fight. The news has spread everywhere, so maybe a war between schools will start. A student is seen sitting carrying something. Suddenly another student approached. The female student knew that he was carrying shoes, and the student was interested in buying them. During negotiations he denied that the item was fake, and claimed that these were genuine brand shoes. But suddenly that woman valued the shoes at 10,000 won. But of course he refused because it was too cheap. But suddenly someone hit him. It turned out that the woman was the person's girlfriend, and accused him of bothering her. He knew that the students were from Haesong High, and they had prepared all of this. After doing that, he put on the shoes that the hapless student had brought. He could only keep quiet. But on the way he collided with students from another school. He also looked angry because of the collision. This student just kept quiet listening to his rambling. They also mocking the student while walking. Suddenly the previous student approached the thug to return his shoes. This boy knows that the student is from the same school. He was angry because the price of the shoes was very expensive and did not match the price he received. He immediately beat the student. Then take him somewhere. From a distance he looked silent and confused. They also bullied the student, because he was trying to disturb his girlfriend. He just wanted his shoes back and not to sell them to them. With a loud bang, he punched the student. He continued to beat the student for doing something wrong. But suddenly there was a bag flying towards them. It turned out he was the student from earlier, and now he was going to attack them. One solid kick was successfully launched. He quickly approached another student and hit him hard. 2 students were successfully conquered. Then the rest student tried to attack him. He managed to avoid the punch attack with a medium movement. Then with a boxing style punched the student's side. Then other students came to attack. He managed to avoid it, then punched with his left hand. Finally the bully tried to attack, but he managed to avoid it. He just found out that there was a strong first-year student in his school, and didn't recognize him. He continued to avoid the continuous attacks with his boxing style. Until the crushing blow from the right hand was also successfully avoided. He powerfully launched an uppercut counterattack, thus creating many gaps for attack. He immediately hit the student hard with his right hand. As a result of the strong blow, the bullied student was thrown far away. He also approached students who went to the same school as him. He also introduced himself that he was a transfer student named Shin Woo-jae. He couldn't believe that the transfer student was so great. As seen before, his fighting skills are very impressive. Hearing the name Shin Woo-jae made it sound familiar. Shin also introduced himself to the students. The teacher then invited him to sit down. He finally remembered something. Shin approached him and chatted about shoes. That the shoe problem was his. Shin finally became friends with the student. Seen in other schools, there were students being beaten. It seemed like he had made a mistake, which made the senior angry. This student has made a mistake, because he lost the fight with Myong High School. This student Cha Nam-suk makes sure whether he is defeated by Myongwang School. He also confirmed that he lost to student Myongwang. It's impossible for Myongwang School to beat them, there must be something. They will try to find out about this. But still the fact that he lost to student Myongwang was very embarrassing. He brutally kicked him until he flew away. And now they will go to Myongwang School. At Myongwang School, Shin gets ready to go home from school. He met Tae and gave him a drink. He was curious about something and started asking questions. Question about whether Shin is the leader of Sunrise? He immediately choked when he heard this. And it seems that the suspicion was correct. Shin could only remain silent and feel uncomfortable. He heard that the first leader got kicked. He was angry when he heard the statement. They are talking about why he transferred to this school, then Shin says that he wants to destroy Sunrise. He laughed at it, and it seemed like Shin hadn't heard the latest news. But he looked angry when he heard that. But he remained calm, and was about to declare war on them. Suddenly he was shocked by what he saw. Students from Haezong School come to Myeongwang School. Tae knows for sure that this is the result of Shin's actions this morning when he beat up Haezong students. They are still looking for people. The student is High Leader Haezong and Sunrise crew member. Shin looked interested when he heard the name of the Sunrise member. But suddenly their first year approached Haezong's group. Iho Cheol, a first grader, tries to talk to them. For him, Myeongwang is now in a mess after Jae Kyung is no longer here. Suk also knows that they are just useless first years. Suk looked angry because he had disturbed the activity. Iho just greeted another student who came uninvited to this school. School security also chased them away so they wouldn't cause chaos. Then they plan to finish their business elsewhere. They have gone elsewhere to finish their business. Iho is also ready for this fight. Suk also seems to think this is just a game. It looks like they are following, and why do they have to hide like this? The fight began. Iho launched a right-hand punch. But all of his attacks were easily avoided by Suk. Iho's last blow also failed to land. Iho knows Suk is toying him and just avoids it. Looks like they are just having fun with Myeongwang's student. Without saying a word, Iho started chasing and attacking him again. A series of punches were launched quickly, but Suk managed to avoid punch again. But suddenly a punch with unexpected move managed to corner Suk. Iho launched a feint left kick attack and managed to hit him. But the kick attack was blocked by Suk. Tae also realized that the first-year student also had potential. Shin also began to realize the enemy's movements ahead. Suk also caught Iho's leg and started kicking him right leg. He fell due to the impact. Suk started kicking Iho strongly at regular intervals. He also tried to reduce the feeling of the kick. He immediately got up to attack. Iho then launched another kick at Suk. With quick response and action, Suk carried out a counter-attack. A sneak attack left Iho unable to do much. He finally fell, due to Suk's attack. It seems that Iho's friend just kept quiet and didn't fight when he was cornered. But suddenly Shin was gone there. Suk immediately kicked hard. But suddenly Shin came to stop the kick. He was also confused about who did this. Shin with fighting techniques, doing a circular kick, making Suk bounce. Suk was surprised by the power of Shin's kick. He also shouted that the students from Myeongwang High were the cause of his defeat. Shin immediately confirmed, is Suk really from the Sunrise crew? Finally he knew who the suspect was, and now he was in front of him. He then started jumping and doing aerial kicks. But Shin managed to avoid it with a spin move. There he had clenched his fists and was ready to attack. A hard blow hit Suk's cheek, causing it to bounce far forward. Those who saw the incident just remained silent in shock. Shin also started talking. Are the rest also included in the Sunrise members? Those who saw Shin's action also looked happy. He immediately left them, because his target from Sunrise had been defeated. Not long after, news about the leader of Haezong High being defeated from their school spread quickly. Then other news also spread to other schools quickly. At Jimmyong High School, Kangyu third year is currently focusing on studying to enter university. They also heard the news about the defeat of the Haezong High leader by the Myeong High students. Even Sunrise members like Suk are not easy opponents, and they also listen to their student Myeong High movements like pros. Currently the alliance is in chaos, even Jimmyong High and Myeong High are still not safe. So far, Myeong High has never been involved in any inter-school wars, so no one has ever looked at the school. Myeong has maintained position well this time after that incident. What is certain is that Myeong High students are definitely strong people. He immediately went to the class 2 meeting. Kangyu entrusts the next generation to him. Young Jin, a second-year student at Jimmyong High, starts to think about the Myeongwang High student. Elsewhere, at Jinseong High School, a man is seen being surrounded by several students. A surprise attack came from behind. With a quick response he pulled the student's shirt. Then slams it forward with a powerful throw. Other students were also affected, and 2 students lost. Left him alone and scared. It seems that the student who defeated them has a tall posture. He tried to attack, but was stopped by a hand. Then started twisting his hands until he was in pain. They also quickly went to the incident. But it looks like he's done everything on his own. After being defeated, this student admitted that Hak Yong could make Jinseong High a strong school. But it seemed he couldn't do that and didn't want to. He immediately went somewhere. But after hearing the refusal, he started attacking him again with the stick. With strong instincts, he launched a powerful kick. The underworld king to him was just a joke. Hak Yong's second year comes from Jinseong Electric High. Somewhere symbolizes sunrise. Someone had punched Suk hard. His friend could only remain silent and afraid. He also asked about the truth of the story from Suk to that student. Shin Woo Jae's name sounds familiar, Kim Byung's second year from Mokjong Technical High. They are all members of Sunrise. Sun Ri, a second-year student at Sate Bayeol Arts High School, is quite familiar with the name. Hongjong first year, from Ilwon High, he keeps reading books. Hyuk Jun second year, Chongga High School, was only silent when he heard the news. They also just watched Suk being defeated and didn't do anything. Kim immediately beat him hard when he heard the story. It had embarrassed him, and made him look very weak in their eyes. Suddenly someone came into the room. One Siente second year Ilwon High, 17th generation the king of underworld.